started yesterday. Um, I found some more characters that I forgot to put up, so we're gonna be able to show that. Let's share the screen so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Now, y'all saw this stuff yesterday, and we're gonna continue on Homeboy. What did I call him? Scoophead. We're gonna have to give him a name. We have. We have. Let's see if I could find him, find it. We got the cover. We got. This is my book. This is my Bible. This is the book that have all of my character names in it, and that's what I have to go. I'm gonna have to sift through all of these to find some names. Well, either that, or I could just make up some because um, if they're gonna have like names like John's, like the Green Lantern Corps, they're called Green Lanterns, but then they have their own original names. So that's probably what I'm going for more than looking through the book. And those wouldn't be in there. I don't have a bunch of made up names, but um all of these over here, let me see. I wanted to show y'all a little bit of history. I showed y'all this stuff yesterday. Yeah, I showed y'all this stuff. I'm not going to show you that. But this is Mega. I kept talking about Mega. I created him back in '83. This is him. I create. This is one of the first characters I created him back when I was a late teenager, like 18, 19, somewhere around there. Uh, he's the character you're gonna be witnessing his origin in the pages of Might. He's gonna be in the pages of Might for a while, I believe. It's possible that he might spin off or something might happen. I'm not gonna divulge anything that's gonna give away any meaty parts of his story, but yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. So that's why he's not. I didn't focus on him because I wasn't sure how the whole thing developing characters online would be. I didn't want to be taking any chances, but like I said, Dan Fraga and a lot of the guys say, yeah, just do it. They can't really steal him because you have all of the details. So they might try to take his design, but this isn't his design anymore. His is upgraded. I'm going to be, and this isn't even going to be his design. When he's finally revealed, he's not going to look like this at all. He's going to be more basic looking before he gets any type of upgrade to his look. He's just going to be a basic character, just created with makeshift clothing and stuff like that because he has to grow into his role. So you're gonna watch that happening in the pages. And let me see. Oh, I was talking to you about my Stone God story. Well, these are the heroes from back in the day. This is '85 when I drew this, and these are the characters. So you can see I do backgrounds. Well, I was doing backgrounds back then. So I did some backgrounds after this, but it's not as many because I was focusing on. Well, I had stopped, and then when I started back up, I was mostly drawing on the subway. But these were some of the upgrades. This is the same group, but these are more upgraded and more, I guess, superhero looking. If I did this today, if I drew these characters today, they would look more like Lord of the Ring characters. They wouldn't look like superhero characters. They would look more like Fire and Ice, Lord of the Ring type characters with helmets and stuff like that. So This is Ferret. Are we going to be working on him again tomorrow? We're not going to be drawing. We're going to draw him next week. We're going to get into some drawing and some panels probably. I'm hoping, but we might have to wait, push the panel back until we get all of the characters developed. We're going to have to develop the characters and develop the people behind them, you know, the regular people, the military folks or whoever's in charge, whether it be corporate or whatever. But anyway, we'll work on that tomorrow. This was a group that I was just working on back in the days, and they're not gonna they'll probably make their way to, this is just a drawing, random characters. I don't know the name of any of them, but I can easily find some. This is where I would go to the Bible and sift through. And this is Turnbull. He's going to be in Might. He's going to be one of the gang members on in Duke side, the kind of uptown area. I guess you could call Harlem representation. He's going to be one of the gang members, so he's going to be kind of like an anti-hero, and he's going to have his whole story with the curse of the Minotaur. And this is his original design. 93, I created it. I did this design. It was basically off of the whole the name came from the Warriors, the Turnbull ACs, the bald head guys riding in the bus, and they chased the Warriors to the subway station. Yeah, that's where the name came from, Turnbull. I like the name. I was like, yeah, I can make a character called Turnbull. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is the original idea, and this one is the updated idea in 2000, I believe. Yeah, 2001. So, oops, come over here. So, this is just a little bit of a history lesson for you guys. So, and also showing y'all a little bit of what's coming. Now, this is one of my first created characters, along with Mega. This is before Mega, because you can see the difference in the musculature. You can see that the proportions are off a little. You see the pencil where I thought the legs was a little too thin and the body was too thin. The outline here where I thought I should have made him thicker. I should have made him thicker. And he looks a little stumpy. His legs look too thin. So I'm gonna update him. And this beam coming out of his helmet there, I think I got that from, it had to be an episode of the Super Friends that had Darkseid, and he did that zigzag thing. And I said, yeah, I'm going to use that. And I think that's where I got it from, because either that or I came up with it on my own, because I can't remember. I didn't have any DC comic books back then, so I couldn't have seen it in a comic book. So it had to been on one of those Super Friend episodes where they must have showed Darkseid, because this is back in the 80s, no, late 70s when I did this. I had to be around 16, 17, somewhere around there. And then my skill level jumped. I started picking up the muscle magazines, and I got heavy into studying the muscle magazines, and that's where you see the improvement. See, that's where it jumped, because I was doing the muscle magazines. That's why I say, don't just follow your favorite artist. I was on, I went into the chat with David Finch and Robert Marzullo, they was doing reviews of people's art, and I got there too late. And so I was talking in the chat, and I was saying how you shouldn't just follow your favorite artist because they can be wrong. Some of them could be wrong. Let me see. I can pull this up while I'm talking. Some of them can be wrong with how they draw their body proportions and stuff like that. And what's his name? Oh, now I forgot his name. It's not Bashima. It's Boo. He did a Wolverine. Damn, I forget his name now. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Bush. Everybody says he's really great. He kind of draws similar to. Now I forgot his name. Damn. His name was on the tip of my tongue too. Oh, and I'm not gonna stay stuck on it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna stay stuck on it. Sorry, folks. Let me get back to what I was doing. So, yeah, I was saying how I put it in the chat how you shouldn't follow your favorite artists because they could make mistakes, and then you'll be following the mistakes that they did. And this was my rationale when I first picked up comic books, and I started trying to, do the same thing what some artists say, copy your favorite artist. And I didn't want to do that because I was looking at them and I was saying, hey, some of these don't look right. And I'm not sure because I never studied anatomy. So I couldn't find no anatomy books. So I went to the next best thing, muscle magazines. Back then, there wasn't no internet and I wasn't running to no library and all of that stuff. So it was something that I could get my hands on that I could keep with me at all times. I didn't have to worry about returning it, and I didn't know what to look for. So I was a kid. And so I looked for muscle magazines. I knew that was something you see it on every newsstand you could pick up and flip through. So that's what I did. But they only had certain positions. So that's where I studied muscle magazines for the shape of muscles, and then I went to the comic books for the different body positions and to bring back the muscularity from that realistic bodybuilder features and those poses to the comic book features and poses and stuff like that. So that's where I got my style from. I didn't copy Bashima, even though I did copy a couple of drawings. There was one I'm going to be showing you of Spider-Man fighting the Sandman, and that I did in pencil. And then there was another one that I did of who was that? Oh, Conan. He was swinging in, and it was a big picture that I drew, and I found those. So I'm going to be doing a video maybe today, and I'll post it either later today or tomorrow. Maybe, I'm not sure. No guarantees because I got a lot of things to do. I haven't been able to draw as much because of these videos. Trying to make videos and editing and all of that stuff, it takes longer than I imagine finding the content. And anyway, I don't want to stay stuck on any of this stuff too long. Let me get back to what I was talking about. So these are my earliest drawings where I did color, where I created my own characters. And they're not, because I did create some early designs of my own, but they was basically based off of stuff that I was, following in the comic books. This is original idea, except for the helmet. That was a Darth Vader ripoff. That was definitely a Darth Vader ripoff. This had to be around 78, 79, somewhere around there, 80, where I was just seeing Star Wars and I was like, yeah. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. So this character basically came from that, and I might base Everman on him a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. I already drew him, so I was thinking about for his color scheme, making him green. He's already drawn up and designed, but his color scheme, I haven't really thought about color scheming him. And I don't want him to represent Green Lantern in any way. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I want to stay away from greens altogether or what, even though that's not likely. So because there's only so many colors you can work with. And this is the original Deformity who came from, oh, he looks like he got a vagina. Well, how did that happen? Damn, he looked like he got a camel toe working. He got some camel toe. Yo. All right, so the idea came from the prophecy. A giant, let me see if I can find that. Ooh, let me see. The prophecy. I know I have one around here. So that came from the prophecy, and the prophecy was about this mutated bar. Did I put it here? No, because this is where I put the ones that I actually do. I don't think I did the prophecy. Damn it. I was supposed to do a separate. There it is. Prophecy. Here. There it is. This is the bear. See, and I didn't remember if his face was melted on the right side or the left. Because like I said, back then you didn't have no internet. You couldn't just run back and look it up online or nothing like that. So let me see. This is another character, but this is my basically from the prophecy. This is where I designed it. I wanted him to have a big swollen head. So I made his head big, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Might not be as, he still got shoulders, but and I still have him like this. So, but I'm gonna basically keep his outfit like that, but I might change the color. He might not have a full body suit. I might have to alter that some. We're gonna work with it. I started redesigning him a while back when I was trying to mess with John Malin, but I had to leave it alone because I was doing other things, messing with my clay figures and my clay statue stuff and my cloth figures, my ragmen. So, and I can't even do that anymore because of doing the videos and all of this stuff. I had to put all of that on the back burner. And I wanted to try and get some of those done for the campaign so that I could have some cloth figures to sell with the campaign. But yeah, this was one of my first characters that I'm going to revitalize. I'm going to bring him up. I gave him a name recently. All these years he never had a name, but now he's the Deformity. And this was a character that I came up with. Another couple of characters who I just threw in random shapes in the background. This one, I wanted him to be Native American and Indian. That's what I don't see it. I don't know what's the difference. But anyway, we're not going to go into that. So I wanted him to be Native American or an Indian. So I'm going to have him back there, and we're going to give him some abilities, and we're going to work on all of these characters, man. And we're going to bring them out because I do have a slew of Native American characters. So in the Bible, in my Bible. So in this thing. So I've got so many different, I got kids' names. I got several groups of kids' names. in here. I should have took pictures of the pages, of the edge of the pages where I put all of these tape. I put tape on there so I can mark up, because at first I was just writing down names randomly, and there's no way to throw that stuff in alphabetically. So that's all random. Everything is just randomly thrown in there. That's why I have to sift through it to find stuff. The first book is so worn out and beat up because I used to consistently thumb through it to make sure that I wasn't repeating names. And I could almost, there was a point to where I could remember if I thought that I was repeating a name, I could remember where in the book it was. I could thumb through it and I'd say, yeah, I think it's around here. And then bang, I'd find the page, and that would be that's how good I was. And then when I got to the second book, I started numbering the pages, and I was still thumbing through, but I not nowhere as much. And by the third book, I just stopped altogether. So I know there's doubles and triples. There's probably closer to 15,000 names, but because of the doubles and some of them are triples, some of them are on purpose. A lot of them are by mistake, but some of them are on purpose because I started making categories like, say, night, KNIGHT. I have categories of night. It's like Kyle Ritter has a Dragon Knight character. Well, Dragon Knight is in this book. I got a whole slew of dragon character or night characters. That's where Nightshade came from, out of the book. Nightshade, Dragon Knight, all of these different types of names. They could either, and I have it to where they could be either like Dragon Knight, right? It could either be Night Dragon or Dragon Knight. So I can still use the name. I can still use the name. So, but I chose not to, even because I didn't have any place for it right now. So I figured, why intrude on Kyle's character when I don't really have there's going to be medieval themes, because there's a magical character from like the before recorded time when there was more magic on the planet, and he lived through the whole medieval times and all of that, and he's going to have characters after him. So like I said, we're going to have magic, we're going to have all types of different things, and there's a reason why these people are after him. And that's how I folded the God Tomb story into the Might universe. It's not just going to be a random story anymore. It's going to be folded into the Might universe through this magical character. And he's you're going to meet him in the supplementary book in the origin of Nightshade. So that's where he has, and Warhammer. These guys are all connected through this magical character. His name I'm saving too, because it's a good name that I like. I'm not going to bring it up. All of that's going to be revealed during the campaign while I'm on doing, if these guys let me on their shows like Dan Fraga and John Malin and all of that. I'm going to have reveals for all of these characters. And I'm going to talk about this magical character and some of the magical good guys that's going to be in there, because there's a group of magical characters we call Black House, and Mike goes to them from time to time when he comes up against mystical beings, and he uses their help to help fight them off. So yeah, so that's what. So you see, so I have all of this stuff that I'm weaving into the story that you're going to be able to witness in the pages of Might. And then they could even have spin-off stories of their own. They could have spin-off books. Black House could have a spin-off book of their own, because I'm developing all kinds of magical, mystical creatures and beings and dark entities and all of this stuff, so that they could fight, and have mystical characters come into the pages of Might every once in a while, where he would ask for the help of the Black House characters, and there's a group of them over there. I got a whole bunch of mystical characters in there, probably 50 characters that are not all in Black House, but all together, as far as bad guys, good guys, all of that, so far in a book, a separate book. So yeah, everything is going good. Let's see how much time we wasting. We don't want to be wasting time, because I wasted a lot of time yesterday preparing stuff, and I think that's what happened. So that's where the deformity came from. That's where he came from. And he's going to eventually show up. I don't know anything about this character. I just know his name, and that he's a badass, and that he's not a human. He's not full breed human. So yeah, so he's kind of like off breed, and he's kind of brutish and savage, and he's kind of another dark a dark hero. What do they call him? Like Wolverine character. He's a anti-hero. So yeah, I got a bunch of those. So I got some kick-ass bad kick-ass characters that I've been developing over the years. So yeah, you guys, if y'all want to see, all of them is going to come through the pages of Might. Not all at once. I'm going to be working on Might, and then once I get like a story or a big main event finished, then I'll bring in another character. I'll bring in a new character, introduce him, and either he'll have a one-off, and where he'll just be in one. I'll have a whole graphic novel with 3 floppy books that add up to about 68 pages, that has 3 one-offs, and then the next one will lead into another epic adventure, right? And those 3 will introduce new characters, or it'll be a mini series with one character. That way I won't have to be always coming up with, even though I don't have a problem with it, but I have to be able to find artists and writers to help me. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to do that. I don't know. I'm all I know is that I can do only so much at a time. So I'm just saying this is what I want to do. And so the future will be seen by how good a campaign that I can put on, how much you guys like my content, how much you guys think that what I'm trying to do is worthy of being bought. And like I'm saying, it's all story-based, character and story-based. You're not gonna be regretting any of it, because these are all coming from fresh thought processes. I haven't read comic books in years. I've only been watching the movies and stuff like that. So, and those are limited. I'm not going to be following those, because those storylines really weren't all that great. They were nice for comic book superhero movies, yeah. But for comic book story, yeah, I'd rather them had stuck with some of the comic book stories instead of drawing or coming up with their own new ideas. I don't know why they always do that, instead of sticking with the stories that were already dropped and were proven, people bought and liked. So I don't know, but I want to come up, if I ever get to that point where people like my work enough to where I could do movies or animated stuff, it's going to stick. It has to stick to the comic book story. Can't diverge too far because, first of all, I'm a limited I'm a limited person. Let me see what's here. Who's this? Okay. I'm probably only going to get a limited audience. So if I'm going to do a movie or something, I'm going to want to stick to the story so that people could follow the story and then go back and say, "Hey, maybe I should have checked out that book." Maybe I understand you won't be able to do everything in the book, so you have to take a few shortcuts, but they they literally go diverge way from the comic books, like the X-Men. I don't see why they didn't take their time, took 10 years and do the Phoenix saga following the story the from the comic book verbatim. That's the way I think they should have done it. They should follow it verbatim. So okay, let's get rid of some of these characters. Let's get rid of these. We're gonna try to start this guy today. We're gonna try and start him. This dude right here. We're gonna try and start him, and we're gonna finish at least this guy, and then we'll work on the suits. Well, maybe we'll work on it. We'll have a design day where we just design the suits. Right now, we're working on basic alien character design. You know, some basic alien character designs. Just the forms. Maybe, hey, I didn't even think about giving multiple legs or different things like that. I'm thinking absolute humanoid forms, and we have to start getting diverging from that humanoid thought process. Um, I forget, somebody was talking about a tentacle character. Somebody was talking about a tentacle, and I have two characters that have to do with tentacles and or that sort of thing. And I kind of combined them to create a third character. And I want to draw that one. I got him in here. Let me see. I have the sketch that I was working on. I'm going to show that before we get started. Sorry, people. I just want you guys to know that there's going to be a lot of characters, bad guys, good guys, and like I said, the Bible is filled with more bad guys than good guys, way more. And so, because I've sifted through and tried to find purely good names that sound good, now not as threatening. Let me see, where did I put that? Did I put it in here? I had to put it. Nope, it's not in here. Where would I put new drawings? It's not in there. Villains. No. This is a cyber frog that I'm working on. I got to get back to that too. I'm not finishing stuff. I'm trying to focus on my stuff, and I'm not finishing the art that I could have finished a long time ago because there's no designing in it. I'm just doing what somebody else already did, so it should be a lot easier. Let me see. I found it. It's got to be in one of these. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, people. It looks like I'm not gonna. find it today? Oh, we gonna find it today? Because we would like to. We would bloody well like to. No, that's the random stuff that I found there. I know I have it here. These are all old stuff. Yeah, and this is stuff that I recently see. I actually got to keep stuff in the same folder. If I would have put the stuff in here, I would have found it already. Because this is stuff that I've been drawing recently, that, or some old stuff is in here that I have to finish. But they're not main characters. They're not going to help drive my campaign. They're not helping in any way. That's why I haven't really focused on them in any way. We have in here. No, there's the covers. I'll find it for the next time. I know it's in here. I just forgot what folder I put it in. It should be right here. Did I put it in a reference folder? I doubt if I would put it here. No, that's not my stuff. Y'all want to see some of the issues that I be having? Let me see. Here. See, that's my knee. It popped for no reason one day. Just popped. And I went down like a load of bricks. And that's the scar from it getting operated on. It took me 2 weeks to a month before I go to the hospital because I didn't know what was wrong with it. I was standing up 1 minute after a barbecue, and the next minute I went to put my arm around my nephew's shoulder, and the next thing I'm on the floor and he's on top of me because I dragged him down on top of me. So I was on the floor, and so I was walking around with my leg stiff. I couldn't walk, like I couldn't, if I'd fall. I could keep it locked out. So I was walking like I had a locked out, like my one leg didn't have a knee. It couldn't bend. I could go up and down the stairs, and as long as I kept it locked out. If I tried to walk regularly, I would get I would fall. If I tried to walk regularly, I'd fall. So it took me a while. I thought it would just fix itself, and it wouldn't. I would show you the operation pictures, but I don't know if they'll cancel my they might cancel it might be too gory. I don't know. I'm gonna do a video showing my knee, the operation, and if they let me. I don't want to kill my drawstring for this, so. But that's some of the issues that I be having sometimes during the winter. That gives me some crazy pain, and so that's one of the reasons why I wasn't drawing. I wasn't drawing this past 3-4 months. I kind of got into bad habits of not doing what I was supposed to do, and so we're gonna have to make his legs a little skinnier. And how much time did I waste on all of this? We're gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna find a way to stop wasting time in the future. Here we go. Oopsie, what's going on, brother? I don't know if you're a girl or a guy. I'm hoping you're a guy. Okay, because the cutie part, that's what's got me. Okay, so what's going on, Pat? We're gonna call you Pat. It's easier. And I hope that's universal enough to where it's not insulting if you're a girl. Okay, so how come my chat isn't showing up over here? Do 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 do. Yeah, it's not showing up. I'm gonna have to find another angle. Let's see. So I'm in the same thing. I got a tablet over here, or my phone, I should say, and it's not showing up. Maybe I gotta use another account or something. So let me see. Let me get this. Let me work this. Do, 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 do. Let me get this thinned out. Let me thin this out a little. And bring. Let's see how skinny we want to make his legs. I think that's enough. And then do 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 do. How I love you, smiling face. Ooh, I never can find the trace. Flashlight. Oh. Ooh, stop lying. Now I lay me down to sleep. Do 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 do. Guess I woke up. Oh. Okay, let's get down. Let's get down with this. Let's get down, get down, get down, get down, get blunt, blunt. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Jungle Boogie. Okay, Spanky. Okay, let's try this. Out for size. Let's try this out for size. Okay. There was a part in the video, I watched it last night while I was doing some other work of yesterday's live stream. And now I'm thinking his leg is a little too thin, but that's easily remedied. It's easily remedied. Just a little bit more on the outside, yeah? The outside, yeah? Nope. Right there. Hold on. That's not right. Because we've got the wrong color. You got the wrong color. The wrong color. You got the wrong color. That's all. That's all. Let's That's something that I see a lot of people make a mistake at doing. They curve their limbs, trying to make it look dynamic. Don't curve your limbs. Those are straight bones in there. Those straight bones in there in the arms and the legs. They do that with the arms too. I see guys do this and curve their arms, trying to make it look more dynamic. You can't do that. There's a bones that come straight through. You have to make sure that you line those things up. It's a illusion. It's an illusion. See, when you get down here, you shorten it. It kind of can give that curved look, especially if you get the right dimensions. But it's all about the musculature. The muscles make it look curved, and it's not. Now I made a mess. Oh, that's why I'm not a good teacher. I'm not. I shouldn't be a good. I'm not a good teacher. I don't know the first thing about teaching. All I know is things that I've seen that I don't like, and Bisley. I knew it'd come back to me. Bisley, that's the guy I was looking for. Okay. Yeah. I shouldn't do this. I just should keep drawing because it's Simon Bisley. Simon Bisley's Wolverine. Simon Bisley's Wolverine. Wolverine. I didn't know I was going to be talking about this. Here's the Wolverine that I'm talking about. It was a cover. I think it was a cover. Let me see. Wolverine cover. Here, let me let y'all guys follow along so that you're not just waiting for me. If I find it, then I won't have to bring it in. This flubby wubbiness. This winky dink. This rinky dinky dink. Let me see. Share this bad boy. Okay. Now we're going to go to. Okay, let's see if we can find it. It's just this one drawing from back in the day. He did this Wolverine with his arm kind of pointing towards you, making a muscle, with his bicep, and the bicep was just way too big. The arm was turned the wrong way, in my opinion. And I know, who am I? Here's one. How come it's not? Here it is. I don't know if that's Bisley. Yeah, it's Bisley, but the bicep is facing the wrong way. It should be tucked towards the chest more. The one that I'm looking for is way more pronounced. Now, like I said, who am I? I'm an absolute nobody. Simon Bisley, everybody knows him. Of course, everybody gonna say, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, who am I to judge Simon Bisley? And you can say you're right, right? The dude's got a name. He's done his thing for years. But damn, I can't find it. I thought it would be pop right up. Dan Frager showed it on his show. And that's what I was like, I've seen that before and I hate it. I think I even have the cover of that book somewhere because I've seen it before, either in Wizard magazine or somewhere. I've seen that drawing, and that bicep, oh, it just kills me every time. And yeah, where is it? I thought that it would have popped right up, but I guess not. See, now it's making me look bad because it should have been right here. It's it's supposed to be like a popular Bisley cover. Wolverine. Figured it'd been right there. That's another thing I don't like about these Google searches. They don't really give you what you ask for. Yeah, that's turned wrong too. The right bicep. See, the left bicep is okay because his palm is up, but his right bicep is wrong because his palm is down. So that bicep should be turned in. You should see more of the tricep. That's totally wrong. That's absolutely totally wrong. That's why I said don't follow your favorite artist. Go to um, go to anatomy books. Find out from the real thing, and then even though you're gonna have artists there too, but they basically drawn from real life and not supposed to be taking liberties. But that's why I went to muscle magazines because I knew for myself, my logic back then was I don't know if these guys are making mistakes or not. I never studied anatomy, so I had to find something in real life to study. And I used my own because I started working out a lot back then. So I was using my own body parts and muscle magazines. I was using myself in the mirror to get different body positions, and stuff like that. It's something like that, but it's not. That's not the one. And don't worry, I'm gonna draw today, and I'm gonna draw quick, and we're gonna work until that's one is finished. We're gonna have a design for them. Yeah, I can't find them at all in here. I would have figured that would have been one of the first ones to pop up. Oh well, I can't think of anything else that would get me back onto any other searches that would reveal what I need to find it. So let's get back to work. Get back to work. Back to work. Or I will cut your toes off. Okay, let's see. Maybe I should have put this leg back for further. No, I guess that's good. It's not that bad. I'm going to move this arm instead of going what I was doing. I'm going to see because this leg looks forward and I don't want to put the right arm forward and the right leg forward. That's what I'm having problems with now. I want to put the left leg forward now. See, I was looking at the video and there was a point where I where the character was turned and I had his leg up like this and the knee, and I was working on the lower leg, and I should have kept that once I seen the video. But what, instead of going out with the leg, I should have tucked it under this way and it would have looked good. And I just didn't see it. And so now I'm starting starting from scratch, and I didn't see it at the time because I was busy talking. So that's what all of this is getting me used to: talking, thinking, and drawing all at the same time, not missing the fine tune logic of things at the moment of inspiration. So let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm thinking of moving Homeboy. Putting his hand up like this. Put his hand up like this. And that doesn't look right. Okay, get rid of this. You're gonna have to get rid of this. And let's see. Let's get something here. I should raise the shoulder slightly, and I'm not liking it. No, that's definitely not right. Invert this. No. Again, this is one of them down the barrel of the gun moves. trying to show the under part of his arm. Let's see this. That's the elbow. Here's the bicep. Okay. Some of this again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And this elbow comes in here. Tricep comes up behind here. Bicep. I'm gonna have to work on this. Make sure that that's that elbow. Do 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 do. Okay. I have to widen his body just a smidge. Do do do. I'm turning this leg inward. Turning it inside. Turn the beat around. Love to hear percussions. Okay. Just checking to see if anybody's talking to me. If anybody's talking to me. Everybody's talking to me. Okay, let's move this leg over a smidge. Oops. Well, we tell you the truth, we might redraw. We might be just redrawing. You know something? Yes. Do 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 do. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Sorry for being quiet for people, but I'm trying to concentrate on getting this right. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be here all for a long period of time doing nothing like yesterday. I see David Finch. He did a painting last night in 4 hours, a whole painting where he sketched and painted. And I did a bullshit sketch in 3 hours. But he was focused. He knows what he's doing. He's got 20 something years of experience behind him. So I'm not 100% mad at myself, but I know I have to get better. I know that. I have to get faster. I have to get more dependable, finish the work. Do, do, do. That's not right. That's not that. That's not. Okay, that's not right. liking this knee. I'm not liking this leg position. Okay. Let me see. I think I'm going to have to go wider. I'm going to have to go wider. Okay, go wider. Wider. Tasket. Tasket. Where's that? Let's go basket. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. This is wrong. It's got to be back here. Looks better, but the connection is wrong and it's too thick. Let me see. It's still not what I'm looking for. Still not what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Okay, what am I going to do with this here? Okay, if I make this go back more. And I would have to put it back here like this. And then I would have to basically I would have to change this flag again. I have to change this flag again. Let's see. Okay, that's a little excess. And it's too thick, but it's better. Yeah, just got to thin this down. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm. Now something looks off with his perspective here. I'm liking the legs a little bit better, but now his body's wrong. I think it's the twist. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little better. There we go. Hold on, I'm seeing something now. It's supposed to be more of a museum type pose, right? So let's get rid of all of this. Again, sorry, people. I'm not focused enough on what I'm doing, but that's okay because we're going to get it done anyway. Oops. Let's see what we do over here. And nope. This one has to come this way. This looks a lot better. Yes, son. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Much better. We can even go up here and pop. Okay. Okay, that's looking a lot better. Okay, let's clean this up. Hold on. Sorry about that, people. Okay, let me check what I'm doing here. Right. Do 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 you're gonna have to pop that cherry. Okay. What am I missing? Why am I feeling like I'm missing something? That's weak. It's weak. It's weak. It's weak. What am I doing? I'm moving on. I'm not going to struggle with that one. Let's see what we get from this one, and then we'll go back. I didn't get much warm up today. Didn't do no warm ups, no nothing. So let's find out. Let's see. Oh, I did it again. Oops, I made a mistake. That's all. Mistakes can happen to anyone. Oops. Okay. Okay. Totally unnecessary. Sorry, people. Just bothering me. Okay. Shoots. Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to move, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this campaign out, man. I really am. I can't wait to start talking about some of this stuff. I'm a better orator as far as telling stories, as far as I know, because this is my first time really going all out here. I believe that I can tell a good story. I really do. The stuff that I used to do back in the days, Not as far as making up stuff, but I used to watch the movies and come back and have everybody riveted to their seats, telling what I saw. And I would stay and watch the movies 2 times. So it would be 2 movies, and I'd watch them 2 times each. So that it burned the movies into my brain so that by the time I got home, I could remember everything. And I tell everybody, and then they either go see it or be satisfied with what I told them. But I've always been pretty good with how I told my story. And now I'm telling my own. And I think I know what a good story is. That's the main part. I think I have a good idea what a good story is. And sure, that's a self serving statement. But hey, most statements are. Sorry. I should not be still working on this. Oh, look. Sorry, people. The heat is starting to rise. I'm in the attic, so sun's beating on the roof. Room gets hotter. Little phlegm loosen up. Begin to cough. Okay. Let me see if I can get to the main part. Oops. Knocking everything off. Okay, let me see if I can get to the main part of this. Oh man, let me see. Uh, one more time, people. One more again. See if I can clean up here. Be right back. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Blowing my nose. I think I might have to get one of those HEPA filters or some crap up here, keep the dust down. Open up some windows, get some fresh air, and blow this dust out. Okay, let me see. I should have thought about raising his chest up. Like up here. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Have his shoulders low because it's more of an up angle. And this is kind of here. Just go over here. Same things. Do the same kind of things. Maybe I should put his arms further back. It's gonna be dark. And then his arms will come down. Same thing with this one. This goes back. And raise up his chest. Okay. Let's find it out. 1, 2, 3. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, get rid of this. Oh, forgot his nostril. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to pull back. That's way too small. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's too plain. Okay. Can't be. Not liking any of it. It's too plain. I'm trying something. times I'm getting quiet, but the drawing is getting better. So it's a trade-off. It could be the one thing that makes a difference. Should I? Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay, let me see what I'm gonna do with this here. I do this a lot, man. Second guessing. I'm not falling in love with the. Let's see. It's all wrong And I'll tell you why. The head is in the wrong position for this pose. He should be bent over some more. He's too straight up and down. Damn it. And it was coming out good. I shouldn't have started with that head. That's what it is. I shouldn't have started. This one needed something new. Damn it. Hold on. Okay. That was a good hand, too. Okay, what are we missing? What we're missing is, let me see. Pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Freaky, freaky. Nothing wrong. Pain in the butt. All night long. Wee-oh. Ooh. Mm-mm. Okay. Let's go up here. See what we can pull out over here. And let's get rid of this. No longer any good for me. No longer any good for me. Okay. All right. Nope. It's wrong direction. We're gonna get back to that. Let's see where we get this body. Get this body. Hmm. I'm thinking of hunching him, but I already got a hunched over character, so again, I'm stuck. Humanoid-esque. Okay. 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 We're sticking on the body, sticking on the body. Let's see. We bend it back this way. Nope. Twisting this. Kind of liking this so far, but what to do with this back leg? Hmm. That's what happens when you come in with no predetermined ideas of what you're doing. I like the arms, but he's not doing anything. I'm not seeing the energy is not going to something. Need him to be doing something. Even if he's just standing there, he has to be doing more than this. Okay, let's try one more again. Let's try it one more again. I'm going to get better at this the more I do it. The more I do it on live stream, I'll get better. I have to do more, that's all. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Fingers. Okay. This is not good. Okay, let's put this down. This. Okay. Let's try this. Move this around a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can squeeze this in here. This is the pose that I should have did yesterday. This is the pose that I should have did yesterday. Okay. Maybe I should turn his head a little bit. We'll finish that and put his head over there in the corner. Let me see. Maybe we should make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let me see. I think this is a little bit off. Get this up in here. Like that. And this comes. Yeah, this is off. This is not good. Just when I was liking it. Yeah. It's too much twist. The leg is going. Well, okay. It's all about fixing this line, I guess. Fixing this center line. Hmm. Okay, let me see. Let's find out. Okay, let's get this arm in here. Being that I'm liking some of this now. weekend I'm going to practice my hands. Damn it. I'm hearing something downstairs in my house. I left the TV on. See, I left the TV on. And it's just sounding louder than how I left it. Now it could be I just changed channels because I set it up. But it's not supposed to change channels because it's supposed to be on the same channel mostly all day. Till I get out of here and get downstairs. I'm not hearing any crashing or banging or anything like that. I'm not hearing anybody coming upstairs. But I am eager to go down and check. Nothing really down there to take. I just don't like the idea of somebody possibly being in my crib. Okay. Still not hearing anything in particular. But I'm extra cautious now. I'm leery, I should say, extra leery. I'm sorry for people. Now I'm not hearing anything. That sounds suspicious to me. This is looking better now a little. Let me move this leg over. For now. I think that helped a lot. Maybe I should put something on his back. and get this sucker finished first before we start worrying about that design and thing. We just get his body in the right position. Okay. Move this hand up. And I don't usually have this much trouble drawing, especially when I'm relaxing and just sketching. And I know it's the pressures of being on online. And then on top of it is this stinking little monitor thingy or tablet thingy. Let's see. I don't like the shape of the thigh. It's bent. It looks bent. Just got to get it in the right position, and the lower leg too, and I'll be all right with that. Still hearing stuff. Okay. Definitely gonna have to work on my hands and my fingers in different positions. Okay. This one is going to be okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm hearing things now. Definitely hearing something. You don't hear any loud sounds, man. You don't hear any loud sounds. Ain't nothing much you can do about it, but okay. I'm liking this one. This one's gonna probably stay like this. I like this one a lot. Let me see what the second one. Scoop head. Let's put him down for a second. We're gonna come. I'm probably gonna work on Scoot head over the weekend just to get his body right, and then we'll finish him off next Monday. We'll work on Scoop head. We'll work on Dragon Face. I don't know what to call him. And then we'll work on the next two in the rotation. This guy. We'll work on this guy next. He's got a interesting face. Kind of look kind of snakish. Probably gonna have ears on the top of his head, something like that. And I'm gonna try and think of a different type of position to put him in. See, because this dude down here, he's hunched over, so I didn't really want to do another hunched over character. So I'm gonna have to come up with something else. Maybe give him some crazy limbs or something. Some kind of crazy type of limbs. Just to change it up. Okay, now let's get back to yeah, he's better, but I need to change his lower half too. Definitely need to change his lower half. Okay, let's call him. Let's call him. Let's call him Dragon. Kind of look like he had like hair or spikes sticking off his sides of his face. He looked kind of like a dragon, so let's just call him Dragon for now. Drag on, drag on, drag off, drag on, drag off. Okay. Dragon and Scoop Head. So we're gonna finish these two. We're going to move forward with the next dude. We're gonna work on Scoop's head's lower half. Does his elbow go out that far to the side? And I might have to bring his elbow down like 45 degrees, something like that. It's going straight out to the side, and that's wrong. don't think that's what would happen like that. So I'm going to have to change the angle on his elbow. And definitely going to have to do something different with his legs. I'm going to have to bring this the left leg further out to the right. I mean to the left, and maybe put the calf straight up and down, something like something like this, and then down, come out to the side, and then down, maybe back a little. And maybe keep the back leg, but maybe turn that out further like that. Either that or move his torso over slightly like this, the bottom half of his abdominals, and just have him standing there. Put his legs straight up and down, more or less. More or less like, and bring his leg straight forward. This one will come out a little bit more. He's more or less leaning this way, and then have his arm out and down. But then see, I'm missing. I want to put some energy. There's no energy. Maybe I'll put the leg over this way and back that way. Yeah, that's probably the right way to go with it. That's probably exactly the right way to go with it. Let me see. Right way to go is probably keep the hand up there and the head. And I should have kind of turned the body a little bit more and put his arm, put his body kind of leaning and put his leg this way. Oh, that's what got me into trouble in the first place, right? Yeah. Put his leg coming this way and down and down like that, like this. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Sort of semi-profile, and then he could have twisted. Sort of like that. And this will come out and then curve back down. See, there's more energy. That's what I needed to do. See, in a couple of seconds, and I'm happy. That's what we're going to do from now on. We're going to sketch out some rough for the other guys. We're not going to just go with what I started out with. We're going to sketch out a new look, redo the face, instead of trying to stick with what I already drew and limiting myself because they're all front facing, and I'm limiting myself when there should be some that's pointed to the side. They're all front facing, and that's the problem. It's him hamstringing me. It's hamstringing me. I want the energy, but I'm not doing what the right thing with this. That's the one I should have did. Well, we know this. We're gonna leave this here. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull this off and put it on another layer, just so that we can make sure we keep it as a reference point. All right, let's scoop it here. We're gonna save this. Put it on another layer, and we're gonna rip it out of here. Paste it. And da-da-da. So now we got this back up right here. Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. And we'll have it clean for next time on Monday. We're going to start the third one, but I'm going to be practicing and practicing. See, because I should be better at this. I don't know why. Like I said, drawing online is different. My brain is working overtime and things are just not trying to talk, trying not to talk, trying everything. And so we're going to get better. I want to go check on my house. I'm feeling like somebody's yeah, I'm getting ready to bounce out of here. It's 3 hours and I'm hearing things in my home, and I I know it's nothing because by now somebody would have been up here and I'd have had to done going to prison or something. So I know it's not that, but it's 3 hours. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast. I've been up since 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's time for me to bounce. And yeah, I got to get me something to eat. Then I'll come back later on. Well, try to get some. I'm coming back Monday. We're gonna do story time tomorrow, 2 o'clock on this channel. We're gonna work on uh the. We're gonna work on man's womb. We're gonna work on the bounty hunters, and we're going to work on that last Star Wars. I got a Star Wars trilogy sequel that I'm working on where uh what's his face, Darth Sidious, the Palpatine, he learned the art of manipulating midichlorians, just like what's his face did. Um, Homeboy that he Darth Plagueis, that he was telling Anakin Skywalker about how and Darth Plagueis, the wise, learned how to manipulate midichlorians, and you can assume that's how Anakin was created, because his midichlorian count was high, and he didn't have a father. He had this uh, miraculous conception. So my idea is that that wasn't the only person that Darth Plagueis manipulated. And then I said, well, if I did that, then any other Sith will be as old as Darth Vader when he died. So, or older. Well, you could be a few years younger, but do we want that? We can have it to where we have an extra older person. I don't know. We can leave that open so that. But basically, what I wanted to do is have a new set of Sith Brotherhood. I call it the Sith Brotherhood, and these Sith Palpatine learned how to manipulate midichlorians, and he went out all the time from which was that? The Clone Wars? The one where he kills. No, it's the Revenge of the Sith. The one where he kills, supposedly kills, the what's his name? Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu. When he kills Mace Windu, from that point, was it that point? No, from before then. It's from the beginning. From Anakin isn't the only one. He learned maybe the Darth Plagueis created Anakin, and the uh, the Palpatine, the Emperor, he created a bunch of other ones. He manipulated the midichlorians of a bunch of other different women to have babies, these miraculous conceptions, and have babies. And when he dies, these babies, or they've grown up, he's been training them over the years, and they start learning how to go fend for themselves and come together and start forming a new Sith brotherhood. So that's was my idea, and basically I just want to expand on that. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow at 2:00 afternoon Eastern time. So come back here tomorrow. I already got it up, posted it up middle of the week, early in the week. So uh yeah, I was supposed to do Man's Womb story. We're not supposed to do Man's Womb. We're supposed to working on Bounty Hunters and the Star Wars, but I didn't get a chance to work on. I'm supposed to be writing a little 15-minute story, pieces, so that I could put it out on a video. And every video that I do, it would be a continuation, a little 15-minute continuation of the story until it's completed. But I didn't get a chance to write anything because I've been working so much on Might and other stories, and then trying to come up with ideas for and trying to finish getting these artwork out. And it's just not enough time, man. A lot of stuff I got to do, exercise and yard work, cooking, and trying to do other things, regular everyday things. It's just a lot of time that's just flies by. I can't even cook without burning up my food coming up here to draw, because the time flies when you draw. It felt like only an hour and a half, tell you the truth. It felt like I just got on here, and drawing the characters over and over is not helping. I should be better than this, but you can see I could find things quick. It's just being happy with it. So I gotta get better. I'm going to get better. The more I do this, the better I'm gonna get at finding these body positions. And yeah, it's gonna get better, faster, quicker, easier, and I'm gonna be able to do these in shorter times and complete them, probably get them inked, because I see David Finch, he draws them and finishes them, but he has and I guess I could do that too. He has references, and I have reference here. See this guy right here. See this fat dude right here? This was, yeah. You bum. Yeah. See this fat. This is a representation of this guy. I saw this online, and I wanted to just, hey, this is a big, burly, beefy dude. Let me see if I could draw him, So that's what I was doing, a quick sketch just to remind me what I was trying to do until I could get him into the onto this program, and then I'll work on them, and get them out, bring them out. So I have a bunch of references over here, and David Finch, he always has his references, and but he's always drawing characters. See, I'm designing characters. He's not designing anything. He says that he doesn't do designs. He'd rather have other people do that. See, I got all kinds of clay representations. I got all kinds of reference stuff. It's animated stuff, clothing. There's all kinds of stuff that I'm doing so that I can statues, movie stuff. Oh, these are the vests that I'm going to be working on for next couple of weeks for Ferret of the Bounty Hunters. He's going to have one of these vests, and then on the bottom he's going to have clips and all of that. But yeah, I got a lot of reference stuff. All of this references. I got some. Here we go. So I got drawings and stuff that I copied and downloaded for the purposes of doing justice. See, these are the types of things. See, this is exactly the leg positions that I was trying to look for. I should have pulled this up. Next time, we're going to not struggle so hard. I just rather do it out of my head. But you see, I'm struggling. So we're going to have to find other ways to. See, these are all great leg positions. But I'm trying to do like what they call museum poses, like this. He's not really doing no action. He's just there to show off the character for design purposes. I'm trying to design them. So, see, these are the types of poses right here that I'm trying to do. Just standing there. These are what they call museum poses. See, these is action. These are action. That's museum pose, action. These are all action. When they're basically just standing straight up and down, that's a museum pose. That's basically a museum pose. Museum pose, action, museum pose, museum pose. Where they're not really doing anything. They're just standing basically straight up and down to them for the most part. Oh yeah, here's where the good stuff is coming in. Yeah, this is some good stuff here. We're gonna be getting into all of that. Who's this? Turner? No, Morales. He's good. See, this is where I'm trying to get to with my inking. All of these hatches. See, this is easy, but it just, for me, it just looks so choppy. Like, do I want my art to look like this? I know that's what everybody does, but I don't know if that's what I want to do with mine. So I'm trying to find another way to make my art stand out without having this. See that right along here? And it looks like he zigzagged it. So I don't know. It's just, I'm gonna have to come in here and so you can't see with the digitals. It's tight. You gotta find some high resolution in order to zoom in and see what's going on. But yeah, this is what I have to start getting all of these details in. All of these, this is what the detail, all of these little hatch marks, this is what they're talking about. Details. Putting in cleats and stuff, that's nothing. It's putting in all of these, the hatching and the details for the body shaping the form. That's what these do. It shapes the muscles, puts the darks in. not like I can't do that. It's not a problem. It's just that, see, knowing when to like put these stagger steps in here, and see, I'm not, see, I have to study a lot more comic. I don't have the black and white stuff like what a lot of these guys have, so I have to study and I'll get in there. But yeah, we'll be back on Monday. We're gonna try and make it an everyday thing, every morning at 9, and that will give me more time during the day to do videos and eat and get some work done on Mike. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. My scheduling is all off. Trying to do videos in the middle of the day, and then I don't have any time in the afternoons or the evenings to actually do Almaram, to do the types of work that I want, because it gets dark and then I want to sleep and I gotta eat and then I want to get lazy and don't want to really do this. So yeah, it's really finding the right time and exercising too, because that gives you a lot of energy. I was finding my feet were starting to swell, and I've never had that problem. So these last few days, sitting down all of the time, all hours of the day, is just destroying my body, man. I know that's not good when your feet swell up, and then if you push into the swell, it kind of leaves a dent. That's not good. That's some kind of diabetes or some kind of something bad happening. So I know I gotta start exercising a lot more and staying healthy. So that cuts down on hours. That cuts down on hours to draw. All of this stuff. So the sedentary lifestyle is not how I'm used to. Sitting down all day to draw and sitting and doing this and sitting and sitting and sitting. Oh, it's just too much. So, yeah, I'm out of here, people. Thanks for coming through. Um, I hope you guys come back on Monday. We're gonna finish off these guys. We're gonna work on a costume design after we get all of them drawn out. Then we're gonna, because they're gonna all be part of the same group. So we're gonna have like a costume design. Even though I know Green Lantern, they have multiple different costume designs. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna try and, I don't want to be ripping off somebody else's ideas. I want to come up, but I'm just trying to find something that works, that I don't have to keep worrying about. Just if I find one main uh, suit idea to spread across all of them, or kind of break it up the way the Green Lantern do, and have different, because even they even have different logos for the Green Lantern Corps. Not all of them have the same lantern uh, representation insignia. They don't have the same lantern insignia. So that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to. I don't know if I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of different insignia. I'm probably gonna have it all, but I have to create the insignia. I have to do all of that. So this making trying not going all out with the designs yet. It's bad enough just trying to get the characters. So um, like, I'm not finished with these guys. I got to put ears. Even though this scoop head, his ears is more inset. Like, see right there, that little hole on the side there, right here, that's his ear. So that's kind of like underneath his hood, behind his cheekbone right here. And yeah, I was even thinking about putting some horns coming out there, making look even different some more. So yeah, we're gonna we're gonna try a lot of different things, and we're gonna keep on going with this. We're not gonna stop just because it's getting a little hard. I know it's gonna get easier the more I draw. So the more I draw online, I'm gonna get more relaxed and be able to think on the fly a little easier. So yeah, people, thanks a lot. Thanks, Pat. for coming through again. And we're gonna, let's see. Yeah, thanks for the live stream. Thank you for coming through. Sounds interesting. Looking forward to this. And yeah, okay, Brian. Thanks again. And hopefully we'll get to grow our audience a little bit and have a little bit of participation where we can get some suggestions and stuff like that, because that'll also help to keep my brain flowing and not getting stagnant. Because I think I flowed a little bit better yesterday because I was talking a little bit freer. I felt a little bit more relaxed, but I knew that I wanted to try and squeeze in the two characters today. So it kind of put it in a little bit more pressure. So we're gonna ease up and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it all done by next week. There's only 5-6 characters. Let's see. I think there's another one I'm gonna add because I didn't. This one right here. Do, 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 do. This one's right here. This guy on the corner. This this corner dude right here. I want to flush him out. See, this is supposed to be his shoulder behind this guy's head, and his pec coming over. He's kind of like hunched over a little too, but not because he has to. He's gonna have a longer neck and kind of hunched over a little. Not as much as this other dude though. Not as much as is it him? Yeah, not as much as him. Not as much as this guy right here. He looks like a Skeksis from the. He looks like a Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, especially with that hair coming off of him. But we're gonna leave him like that. Leave him hunched over. We're gonna put something on him. I don't know if he's gonna be a bad guy or he's going to be a good guy because you see he got these horns on his face. But even in the Green Lantern Corps, they have all kinds of different alien types. Some that look like bad guys. But yeah, we're gonna keep working on this and we're gonna finish it up every day tomorrow. I mean next week, and tomorrow is story time. So I'll check you guys tomorrow. Story time, and I guess I'm out, people. Thanks again for coming through. Subscribe, share, like, do all of that YouTube stuff to help me build this channel. We're up to nine subscribers now. Yeah, I'm getting up there. We're gonna be kicking down the doors of that million really soon. No, so yeah, people, I'm out of here. Thanks for coming and peace.